Well, that was pretty cool. I like that.
How epic is that?
It was pretty good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Atlantis Sea Colony live stream. I keep wanting to say colonize the ocean, so I always end up tripping there for a second. But yeah, it is Tuesday, January 19th of 2021. How are you doing, Brendan?
I'm groovy.
Just groovy. What's the latest with you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Well, I mean that's
Current uneventful in the B-Trax world.
In the world of B-Trax, there's not much crapping.
Now, what about you? What's going on with Adam?
Not much. Tired, and I'm ready for the weekend, even though it's only Tuesday.
All right. Well,
so what do we got on the schedule today, buddy? What do you want to cover today?
I don't know, but it's 2021. We're what 2.5, 3 weeks into this sucker already, and for Atlantis Sea Colony, it's already been a pretty decent year, I think.
Yeah, we've had at least we got the ball rolling on a few things.
I think so. As we laid out, some of our goals, and if you were a Patreon member, which we've got a new patron, Brian Acosta. Thank you, Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
So, yeah. So hey, we're almost to the point where we can start putting Adam on payroll.
I don't think so.
But anyway, on Patreon, I've been putting some stuff out there. And I'm actually going to put some polls and stuff out there. I think when we get off here tonight, for people to just vote on some stuff like that. But one of the things, we've had the idea, but we've never actually had a location for where we want to put the first habitat. And so I made up a short list. Adam's been contacting people, and he's got the ball rolling on that. We've got some potential leads there, just talking to some people. Nothing obviously concrete or anything at this point. Very early on, but yeah, that's one of the big things that's really been going on.
We're starting the conversation with people.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the thing out there. Also, some Matthew, one of the guys that we've been talking to as well, and actually I got a Zoom meeting with him tomorrow night. We're going to be talking about some design elements and stuff along those lines. And he had some ideas, and I've been following up on some of his ideas, and had a phone call with somebody last night actually about that. He's like, "Man, I got a crazy email from you." And I was like, "Yeah, probably so." We're doing some crazy things here. So we've got that moving. What else? Obviously, it's just growth. Stuff's moving. We're getting the ball rolling. Yeah, it's going. 2021 is going to be an awesome year. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works right now, and we got a few Patreon members joining us, and like you said, we've been opening up some conversations, and I guess staying aggressive on that front to where after we can pin down a few potential locations or not pin down multiple locations, but after we can kind of confirm some landing spots or sinking spots, maybe would be the best term. Then maybe then we start getting into the development of the actual unit and getting some I like partnerships with suppliers, and and then I'd like to make it down to wherever we decide to start building this, and get my hands on this unit. That's what I'd like to do.
Put those hands on it.
I got 5 on it.
But that kind of segues. I think tonight's is probably going to be a shorter one. You're tired. We've just got some certain old things we want to talk about, so we're probably going to make it short tonight. But one of the things, obviously the patrons they're getting some VIP access to some stuff, but we want to grow that. And we talked about starting a private group on Facebook. Now I've got that sucker up. I've got that baby ready. And if you want to join, boom, there's a link in chat. You can go there, Got a few questions for you, just to try to vet some people. We got some rules in there. Pretty simple. No politics. Where you deal with that every day, everywhere. That's the last place we want to deal with it. Just be cool, be kind, and keep it secret, keep it safe, as they would say in Lord of the Rings. And so we got that going on. Oh, hey, let's do this. I guess it doesn't really matter. You can't click on it there anyway. But if I really want to write that number down, I guess I could. But anyway, yeah.
The only time we want to get political is if you can promise to bring peace, freedom, justice, and security to our new empire.
Cobra.
That was a Star Wars reference. Why'd you go with Cobra?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like Cobra Commander.
You ruined it. Because I know Obi-Wan's like, your new empire. And then Anakin's all like, don't make me kill you.
Anyway.
I've done a lot of Star Wars quotes today, actually. So it's kind of funny. Before the meeting, you hit me with one, too. Because I use that exact same one at work today.
And that's one of my favorite ones, the one I gave you before. Basically, we were talking about stuff. And somebody
only Siths deal in absolutes.
Yes. But I agree with that. I agree with absolutes. So does that make me a Sith?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of a debate on the Star Wars lore out there on, are the Jedis actually all like these good guys,
We're losing people as we talk about Star Wars here.
Like, drop out.
Anyway.
All right, so Star Trek. No.
It's much better. But anyway. Shush. But yeah, no. Go there. Sign up. So what I've already got some groups in there that they're not public, but what we'll break down the development of the underwater habitat and get you guys' feedback on it, get your ideas. I've already got a pretty good idea, designs, all that kind of stuff. But as Adam's shown, we're coming in here, there are always ways to do it differently, to do it better. And I'm sure there's stuff I've missed or haven't thoroughly thought through, because I'm just one dude and I'm not an expert. So your help is appreciated. If you don't have any input, there's always Patreon. There's always, I said, let's go back here. Let me do this. There's always Patreon. Oh, it's PayPal. There's all PayPal. And there's always Patreon. I should just let you run that since you know what you're doing and I don't know what the crap's going on here.
I always forget to click it though until like really random times. But yeah. So we got those going on, the Patreon, PayPal. So you have options there.
Yeah. But like I say,
help
always, a lot of this stuff we'll make it into the public, Facebook and other social medias as well. But if you really want a say on what's going on, those are the ways of doing it, either Patreon or joining the group. Once again, Patreon is open to anybody who wants to give even, and money towards us. The group is going to be vetted, so it's not everybody's going to be allowed in there either way. So both are kind of more of a niche thing, but those are the different ways to really have a say in the future of underwater habitation as far as it's related to Atlantis Sea Colony. So yeah, and that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and it'd be nice because, and I talked to Brendan a lot outside of this about, I'd like to, get a group together and, do Zoom meetings or whatever it is. So, I mean, it's more than just like, the text over Facebook, but I mean, just to get kind of a team rolling together on Facebook and then, every so often just do little meetings, do little hangouts and kind of just bounce ideas off. And, maybe we do something kind of like what Tony Olson does over on Freedom Haven, where he kind of live streams his meetings and stuff too. So maybe in the future that's an option.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays together. And maybe nobody wants to have any input and just likes to watch us be idiots on live stream. That's okay too. I mean, it's likes and it's views, and I'll take it. But anyway, besides that, man, I don't want this to be this short of a thing, but really there hasn't been much else going on. Oh, yes, there has been actually. This is last minute, just happened today. Doesn't really have to do with underwater, really, but it's a cool thing to do with the ocean, and I think Get that PayPal thing off there. Get that off of there. That yes. Anyway, it's in the news. It's making the rounds. SpaceX has bought 2 oil rigs out in the Gulf, and they're going.
And they are going to empty them out into the water.
And they're going to probably be used as their launch platform. Well, I mean, they are going to be used as launch platforms for the Starship, which I think is awesome. I can't wait to see those suckers get retrofitted and launch spaceships off of them. That's going to be so cool.
So explain to me, what's the benefit of launching off of a ocean platform as opposed to just where they're in Boca Chica right now?
I think the biggest thing is the noise and the everything that's coming from this massive rockets, because it's going to be ridiculously loud. And, obviously if anything was to go wrong with it, being out over the ocean, you're just going to crash in the ocean.
I have heard that the residents of Boca Chica aren't necessarily thrilled about once SpaceX moved in.
Yeah. Well, that's why they try to buy them out, so they wouldn't have that problem. But anyway,
I suppose, yeah.
But yeah, it launching it, because the problem right now is the reason they spray water in on the jets and stuff like this is completely off ocean whatsoever. But when they spray water in when it's launching, is not only is the sound deadening too. So if you're launching over water and just your jets are going right into the water, I'm assuming that's what they'll do. That way you don't have to worry about diverting that flame out and everything like that. It's just like roasting fish.
I wouldn't put it like that. I mean, that's probably not something that you want to advertise it as, but that'd be kind of. Well, isn't that kind of what they try to do with some of the earlier rockets? Is landing them on ocean platforms?
Well, they do right now.
Oh, I thought they've been landing them back on ground or like back on land.
No, they have barges that they land them on.
Oh,
so, I mean, it depends on where it goes, but yeah, they land them on barges all the time. They have 2 different barges that they land on sometimes.
So it just goes back to what I say all the time.
What do you say all the time?
That we need to get a hold of Elon Musk and be like, hey, listen, I think we could do some business together.
Well, the one dude was tweeting Elon Musk for 154 days straight to just get him to prove something. So, I mean, probably we can just start harassing him every day until he does answers us.
Be like, we want to take you out to dinner and we want to bug you about something. Or Jeff Bezos, maybe.
Anyway.
Maybe the guy that owns Menards.
Menards, save big money.
Fun fact, he's one of the 100 richest people in the world. I didn't know that.
Oh.
But
well, you save big money at Menards, though. I'll tell you that much.
It's true. You save big money. You save big money when you shop Menards.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Do you have anything else for tonight?
No, but I don't want to end at this early. This is one of those things I think we don't need to rush through everything. Sometimes we can just sit and chat. It's fine.
I agree. I just, people tune in.
You're like rushing me to try to come up with content, and I can't do it.
Oh, well, people need to be a little more vocal, is what I'm saying. Or maybe we got. Oh yeah, everybody's watching. I don't know. I'm just stuttering right now. Yeah, I'm having a. We're good.
We have a Twitch watcher and a YouTube watcher and a few Facebook people. What up to those people? Yeah, I think. Once again, I don't want to talk about politics, but I do want to talk about something that I saw in the news this past week. I'm sure you've seen it. Somebody carved Trump into a manatee. Yeah. Did you see this? That's messed up. I don't care what your political beliefs are. Leave animals alone, especially manatees, man. They are like so defenseless.
They're sea cows.
It's like, what kind of message are you trying to get across by me? Like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write someone's name on a manatee. It's like, it's poor advertising anyways.
Well, here's my thing is, who's to say that manatee wasn't a Trump supporter and that was his own?
You're right. It could have.
It's just like a MAGA hat, but they can't wear hats. So
That's the real problem, is that manatees can't wear hats.
yeah, that's it.
I've
If somebody can come up with a hats for manatees,
that could help us raise money.
it's a big business. I think we've lost any followers at this point in time. That we're nothing to be associated with us at this point in time. I apologize.
There's an untapped market of manatee hat manufacturers. Oh gosh. Yeah, there go our followers. No.
Yep, there go the followers again. There was like, what in the world? I'm done with these guys. It's probably all bots now.
Yeah, they're like, oh man, there's this really cool live stream that talks about underwater habitation. But when I went on there, they were talking about making hats for manatees. It was pretty insane, actually. But yeah, buddy. Yeah, I'm just excited that, like I said, we're behind the scenes. We've been shooting off some emails, waiting for some responses. Got some possible phone calls scheduled. Possible, you know. What are you smirking at?
Hatsformanatees.com is available, by the way.
It is.
That's it. Yeah. So if anybody wants to get that domain name, hatsformanatees.com.
What about manatee hats?
Maybe. But also on top of it, yeah. Looks kind of weird though. But yeah, it's available. But yeah, we've got multiple phone calls. I got tomorrow night, possibly 2 on Friday. We've got lots of stuff going on, lots of business development, lots of growth potential, lots of get her done. I really hate saying that phrase.
Yeah. Also, to anybody that tunes in, if you have like, I guess like a large area that's being unused and like we can use your property to build some stuff, let us know. Let us just bring some tools and some stuff to your property and let us use it for a few months and you know,
be all clanging around back there in your backyard.
Let us use your electricity and run some power tools. Have a really loud ass generator out there.
Got a place for me to sleep.
Yeah. No, that is one of the things we've been looking into is like once we get all the supplies ready to go, where we can you know, kind of put it together. So that's one of the things we're looking into too. And obviously we want to try to make it close to you because you're closer to the ocean than I am up here in South Dakota. So granted, I'd probably have a lot easier time finding a spot to build it up here.
Yeah, you got a lot more land up there probably.
But the trucks to try to haul it
However,
down.
In the year 2032, Sequest DSV appears in a cornfield in Bettendorf, Iowa, and they use helicopters to get it back to the ocean. So, I mean, it's really possible.
I'm sorry, what? Like this? Why were they in Iowa?
Because that's where the Sequest appeared when it got brought back from space. The aliens put it back in the cornfield in Iowa in the year 2032.
Oh, there's aliens in Sequest?
Heck yeah! The whole second season, that's how they end the second season. They get shipped off to an alien planet.
Oh, I thought it was just about like finding out who's carving stuff into manatees and stuff, and they have like an elite force that's working into it.
Second season, it went a little crazy in the second season, but yeah. So yeah, it's what. Yeah,
that's not that far away.
I know. According to the Sequest, it was built in 2018, so it should be on the oceans right now.
So we're actually we're running behind.
So
if we want to discover alien races, we need Atlantis Sea Colony built now.
That's true. That's true. Because they already had tons of habitats available at the time of Sequest, and we don't. So,
and it's all your fault.
Definitely behind. I know. I was raised on Sequest, and I knew better. I had a timeline, and I have failed.
Yeah. Did we ever find out if they stream that anywhere? Because I've never seen it.
No, I own them.
I know you own them, but I'm just wondering, like,
I don't think so.
Sequest DSV streaming. Oh, it's on Peacock for free, dude.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well,
The first season was the best. The first season was amazing. Second season was all right. Third season I actually really enjoyed, even though it was a completely different feel and stuff along those lines. I really enjoyed the third season, even though it was short and cut short because it got canceled. I enjoyed it.
there was only 3 seasons.
Yeah, actually 2 and like 3/4.
And they never finished it.
No, and there's so many unanswered questions.
Well, maybe that's what we need to do after we get our first Atlantis sea colony habitat in the water is start being like, all right, let's try to get this show back on the air. We've accomplished one dream. Why not accomplish another?
Mm-hmm. I'm good with that. Except for most of the cast members are dead.
We could try to get J.J. Abrams to direct it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, he does a good job.
That's all right. I'd rather have Christopher Nolan.
Okay, fine. But, okay, I don't think he does TV series.
Well, Jonathan Nolan, then, his brother.
Oh, we're just picking any Nolans we want to direct.
Well, no, because he does Westworld and all this kind of stuff, and I like that. So,
okay, that's fair.
we're so far off course right now.
Hey, it doesn't always have to be about business. One of the feedbacks that I got was that you're way too serious about this and that you don't relax.
Nobody said that.
Yeah, actually, they did.
Who?
Wiley said it.
Oh, he don't count.
He's like, oh, he don't count. He's one of our Patreon members, buddy.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that.
If he's watching, he's gonna rescind that so quick. He's gonna be like,
He does a good thing. This is like a good investment. It's like buying Tesla 6 years ago.
Oh man, could you imagine? Or Bitcoin.
Yep. Anyway. But I do think go ahead.
No, I didn't have anything. I was just going to blurt.
I think next week we are going to get back on track with having some more themed stuff like that. You know, we had your fun one last week, and we got this one just to not make. Where'd you go? I guess you left. Anyway, and then we had this one talking about upcoming stuff.
I have no idea why that happened. I think I hit something on my mouse, and I have one of those side buttons on my mouse, and I think it goes back. Sorry. So I'm here.
So then, yeah. What we're going to do next week, I don't know. We've got several other things. I think a lot of it may depend on the phone calls and stuff we have this week as far as what we talk about next week.
Yeah.
I do definitely want to get back. I've been really thinking a lot about getting back into talking about different underwater habitats, and maybe something we talked about doing on the podcast and we never did it too was having episodes based on just diving into certain habitats and stuff along those lines. So that might be something. And if that's something when people listen to this or watching this, is that something that appeals to you? What would you like to hear us talk about? What is something we haven't discussed yet that you have questions about? What do you want to know more about, etc.? So
I think is what we should do next week, and maybe this is kind of what you're saying, but let's set it in stone now. Like whatever we got going on, like if we have any updates, we'll cover at the front of the live stream next week. But let's talk about like Jacques Cousteau's, like, what is it, Con Shelf?
Oh yeah, the Con Shelf 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, we could cover see, when we did the podcast episodes, it doesn't do it justice because now we can show pictures with the live stream. Like we can kind of show the designs. If we can find videos of it or anything like that, we can show that on here too. And then maybe one of these weeks we can like do an episode like with some of these submersible, like these like personal submarines and stuff. That'd be really cool too. Yeah, there's some really cool looking ones out there.
Yep, there is. There is. But yeah,
so,
and those are ideas we've got. But once again, what? No. I mean, we can make phone calls.
Yeah. We'll get on. Well, we have our own merch store. Let's make a quick little um dive into that, because we have our own merch store, and I'm a big guy, so technically I could get a hat, and then we could say it's a hat for a manatee.
I've got ideas already.
I fit. Yes, we can go in directions with us.
Would you buy a T-shirt that had a caricature of a manatee with a MAGA hat on it?
I bet we could sell that shirt in other places.
Is that in bad taste, though?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
I sometimes blur that line where bad taste is. So,
I mean, I think it'd be even worse taste if we put the actual carving into it, because that'd be even worse. But
well, we're not going to do that.
I'm just saying that's the thing that actually happened.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to know more about hats for manatees. We all want to know more about hats.
Just shut up about the manatee thing. I'm digging myself in a hole here. I need to be quiet.
I'm all for it. But yeah, we need to put the link up. We don't have that in our banners, but what is it? AtlantisSeaColony.com/merch. What is it?
I got it right here. I'll throw it in the shop.
Nope. Give me the.
Yeah, it's AtlantisSeaColony.com/merch.
.com/merch. So yeah, you can go there. We got some stuff there. Got some we do have cool hats. And if you want,
there is some cool stuff there.
Yeah, there actually is. We like I said, we got that cool octopus design. I like that.
I still need to remind me to buy a hoodie. I need to buy a hoodie.
Yeah, buy a hoodie and then let me know how it fits, because I need a new hoodie. The one I wear all the time is so dirty and getting holes in it and stuff. That and I always just wear plain black shirts, and I need to mix it up a little.
I wear lots of Batman shirts.
That's all you wear is
that's
Batman.
all I wear. So that's why I got that one Atlantis Sea Colony shirt that I wear when I can.
Do you own a button up, like a dress shirt?
Oh yeah.
One?
No, I own several. That's all I used to wear when I was back in the IT world, was button ups.
You couldn't get away with wearing Batman shirts to work?
No.
Weird.
I wore them under sometimes.
That way, if someone's just needs help, that would have been Superman actually. But yeah, so yeah, check out the merch site. That helps out too. So I mean, what site is it through that we do it through?
I don't remember.
Anyways, but we have it set up to where we get a little bit of, when you buy the merch, we get a little cut of it, which is nice, and it helps and goes to the stuff.
Much. We looked at doing Teespring and stuff, and Teespring, I like them a lot, but the prices were a lot higher. Sure, we made more money, but the prices on here are super more reasonable, I think. It's like a hoodie before on Teespring was $50 or something like that. And it's
Yeah.
Whereas this is much more what you MSRP retail prices on stuff, and I like that. So we don't make as much, which is fine. It's just cool. And if you want something, it's there.
We need to start dancing along the lines of copyright, get some copyrighted characters, but alter them just a little bit, and then throw our logo over them, and try to make something that looks similar to Mickey Mouse, but it has a scuba suit on or something like that. It's Atlantis Sea Colony, and then people would be oh, I love that Mickey Mouse shirt, and we'd be due to copyright reasons, it's not Mickey Mouse. That is. If
we're going to do that, we might as well do a Sea Lab 2021.
Yeah, probably could. But I don't know, man. You got anything else you want to cover? Next week, we'll make it a little bit more structured.
That is correct.
We did a good half hour.
A good half hour.
And as always, you guys can go to AtlantisSeaColony.com. And that has all the links to all of our socials up there for those of you that haven't obviously been watching through Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You can also go to our Patreon if you have the ability to help out. Yeah, I got to do this. Go to patreon.com/Atlantis Sea Colony for $1 or $5 a month. You can help out there. Or if you're like, you know what, I don't necessarily want to do a monthly thing, but I have like a few bucks I can throw your way. You can do it through paypal.me/Atlantis Sea Colony. And always, thanks to our patrons so far, we got Edward Haas, Wiley Pays, and Brian Acosta. So thank you guys for your help with that. And all of that is going to help us further the development and I guess push to make this happen. And like I said, it's already been kind of an eventful few past days, really. Well, I mean, 2021's just off to an eventful start. So I'm very optimistic that we'll have a lot of things going even by the time spring hits. So we're staying aggressive on our side on doing that, and just the people that are members of our social medias and stuff that can just help by spreading the word and joining us and interacting with us. Like you said, we have that link in the chat for if you want to join our Facebook group for kind of being a part of the, I guess, I don't want to use the term think tank because we kind of went across that. But just a interactive group on like just helping bounce some ideas off of. It's separate than our Facebook page. So, if that's something you want to be a part of, that link is available in the chat here. And also it's available on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'll make a post on it and push it out to all the socials and stuff like that. So
yeah, we'll push it out a few times this week. I think would be a good idea. So, if you want to be a little bit more involved, and it's something that interests you, encourage you guys to do that. Other than that, like I said, next week, let's just confirm it. We'll do some. We'll get some pictures and we'll talk about some of the habitats before us. We'll like go over Jacques Cousteau's con shelves for sure, because those were kind of like the pioneers of it. Correct?
Yeah, that sounds great.
I was waiting for you to confirm what I was saying.
I'll probably, since we haven't put any podcasts out, I'll probably turn these themed episodes into podcasts too, so they're available for audio as well.
Yeah, but we encourage you to watch the video version because we're going to show the pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, and you get to see us too, so there is that.
That might be a deterrent, but
eye candy for Tuesdays.
Eye candy Tuesdays. There you go. We're going to quit calling it the Atlantis Sea Colony live stream and just call it Eye Candy Tuesdays.
Maybe we'll put a calendar out.
Whatever we got to do to raise money for this, man. But, okay. That's all I got. Brennan, you got anything else?
I have nothing.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in again, and we will see you again next Tuesday.
Bye.